Everybody, welcome back to the channel. So the market sell-off is intensifying at the moment. In today's video, we're going to be breaking down what exactly is going on with the charts. I'm also going to be sharing with y'all some stocks that y'all should be definitely keeping on your watch list for tomorrow and for the next few days. All right. Now, before we begin, do not forget to annihilate the like button on your way in. And also don't forget to click on that subscribe button along with that notification bell. That way you don't miss out on these uploads. So let's get right into it. So with the SPY right now, last week I was waiting for this thing to actually get above the previous level right here at 4600. But I gave y'all also a warning about the right shoulder being relatively small compared to the left shoulder. And by that I mean look at the left shoulder right here and then look at that right shoulder was a little too small. It was looking kind of suspect. And then it started to sell off, right? It started to sell off and then consolidation throughout Thursday and Friday of last week, and then they gapped down today. And right now, it got below this previous level of support of 4,400. The markets are not looking too good. Really not. It's not looking too good. How long is it going to last? I think. And also, I heard the CPI data is tomorrow too. And the expectations for March are obviously terrible. The numbers are supposed to be, I think, like above 8.2 or 8.3. Um, I think that's the expectation. Maybe a little higher even. And if it ends up being like 9, for example, like 9%, that could be like, it could flush down all the way down to like 4,300. I can see spike going that low, especially like after taking out this previous level and not showing any signs of like a rebound. So this is pretty much how the SPY is looking. Let's check out the Nasdaq. And the Nasdaq is a bit easier to interpret. The Nasdaq got something really clean going on here. All right. So what I'm personally looking for is for a drop overnight all the way down towards like 13,650 before we potentially bounce into Friday. So today's like this week is a short week. The market is closed on the 15th. So I think that we will see something that looks like that. A drop first all the way down, followed by a move into here. And then what's gonna happen over the weekend, that I would tell you to be careful. That I would tell you to be really careful. Because the thing about this potential inverse head and shoulders, which may happen, is that if the right shoulder fails, we're going straight down. And we're not even going down here. We're going like straight down to like 12,000 if it fails. All right, but right now we'll see what it does. But we'll see what it does. So definitely watch the Nasdaq for a continuation lower. Obviously, with the CPI data coming out tomorrow. Now, the first stock that y'all should be keeping in your watch list, Nasdaq is UPST. This one, it depends on how you want to approach it. All right, it depends on how you want to approach it. If you look over here on the 4 hour, actually that's the 2 hour. Let's look at the 4. So this is the 4 hour right here, and there's a bearish pennant on the chart right over here, broke down along with the SPY on. After that right shoulder failed, right? That's when pretty much this thing started breaking down. A lot of the stocks actually started to break down as well. And right now it's just slowly going. There's this level of support right there, which I don't think is going to hold. And if the numbers from the CPI data is indeed terrible and the reaction matches the numbers, meaning a terrible reaction like a massive sell-off tomorrow, then watch this thing for a drop all the way down to around like $80 before we see a bounce. Like before we see a rapid bounce. So it depends on how you want to play it. You can just chill and wait for this thing to get that low before you see that ferocious bounce, or you can day trade or scalp if you're into that. We don't scalp. If you yeah, so if you're into that, you can just do that on the way down and then try to like day trade on the way back up. And the reason why I say 80 is because on the it's because of the daily, right? So we got this gap right there, which has yet to be filled. And 90% of all gaps get filled at some point in time, right? So the gap is there. It's below 80, all the way down to 60 even. So you never know. You never know. Like right now, the trend is just bearish. So we'll see how tomorrow is. We may see a giant red candle like that happening. We may see that. So don't be surprised if you see it. Okay. So that's the first one that I want to share with y'all in this video. The next one is for a very simple reason. So we got Tesla right here. All right. Now with Tesla did something that was that it wasn't supposed to do. All right. And what I mean by that is on the 1 hour. If you look at the 1 hour, you zoom out, you can see that Tesla actually had a bull flag right here. And then I think they announced their delivery numbers on that day. I think this was, yeah, over that weekend. So they announced it. There was a little bit of a push, but usually in my experience, this is supposed to actually go much higher. But when it does, like when it goes kind of like halfway and just drops, that's an indication of a massive sell-off coming in. And the timing of that was also it was also synced with the Nasdaq. So this one was, it provided a shorted opportunity for sure from 1100 all the way down. Right now it's low, and there is a very simple reason why I want to share it in this video. If you look at it right here, you can clearly see that there is a bearish pennant that broke down like into the close right there. And if you look at what's happening after hours, it's not looking too great. It's really not. So I personally think that it's going to drop all the way down to 935, maybe 930 before we see a bounce on this one. Um, Again, it could go lower. It could. Like if you look at the daily, it's not looking too great. This is it's a gravestone doji right there, and there's some room at the bottom all the way down to 900. Right, so there's a lot of room. There's a lot of room for this thing to fall. So tomorrow will be a very interesting day for sure. So definitely be ready for that. So that's Tesla. And the last one that I want to share with all of you is also for the same reason as Tesla. That one is SMH. And SMH, this is a ETF for the semiconductors. And this thing also broke down. The floor broke down into the close as well. And I definitely think that it's going to go all the way down to like 235, maybe lower. We'll see. We'll see. So that's the three stocks that y'all should be keeping in your watches. I'm gonna answer somebody's question, just one question. Somebody put down AMD. All right, now with AMD had a sell off to $95. I think it can go a little bit lower before it bounces. There is this bear flag on here. $80 will be shocking for a lot of people. Like I don't think people expect it to go that low. Looking at it, I don't think a lot of people expect it to even go to like 70, right? So it will be very shocking to see AMD drop really fast. But be careful, all right? So it looks bearish. I would definitely say that it looks bearish. Watch it for a move down to like $93, and then there will be a bounce, either a retest of that thing right there. All right, and then the following week will be very interesting, whether it traps greedy short sellers or it continues all the way down until earnings. They don't even know when the earnings is about to be announced. That's why there is that interrogation point right there. It says the 26th, but Until it looks like this, it's not concrete. Like it's not really set. So we'll see what happens. So that's the stocks that I wanted to share with all of you. And that is the end of the video. Again, do not forget to annihilate the like button for the YouTube algorithm. As always, helps the channel a lot and allows more people to get this knowledge as well. Also, if you are new to the channel and you haven't done so already, definitely click on subscribe and click on the notification bell along with all notifications. That way you don't miss out on future uploads. Alright, thank you all for watching this video, and I will see all of you in the next one.